Number 13, write a rule in words, in component form, only if it's a translation, and in coordinate notation to describe each transformation. So very important that you do all parts of the directions here. So again, the first thing I look for is which one of these figures is my original pre-image and which one's my image, what I'm transforming to. So here I see a J prime, I see a V prime, T prime, and I prime. So this is the quadrilateral that is the image. That's what I'm transforming to. And so the other quadrilateral is the pre-image. It's the one that I'm starting with. So remember, the first thing I always look for is it a translation? That's the easiest transformation. It's just a slide. It's just left to right movement, up and down movement, or a combination of the two. So if I look at V, to get to V prime, I would go to the left one and up one. So I'm going to see, does that hold true for the other 3 points of the quadrilateral? So J, if I go left one and up one, yes, I end up at J prime. Let's look at T. T to T prime, left one, up one. I to I prime, left one, up one. And so since that slide, that translation occurred on all 4 points, I'm confident that I do have a translation. When you are describing in words a translation, you have to tell translation and then which direction or directions and how many units. Remember to give your left to right movement first. So we had a translation left 1 and up 1. Those are the words for the translation, direction and how many units. So since it was a translation, I do need to give component form. Component form, remember, is in angle brackets. The first number is the left to right movement. We went left 1. Left is a negative movement, so I'm going to put a -1. And then my up and down movement. We went up 1. That's a positive movement, so +1. So remember, left is negative, right is positive. Up is positive, down is negative. This is the left-right movement first, just like an x-coordinate gives you left to right movement. And then this is up and down movement second, and that's just like the y-coordinate. So now we need to write that in coordinate notation, which is very easy after we've written component form. Remember, coordinate notation starts with a general point x, y, then an arrow showing we're mapping all the original points to new ones. And then I give my rule. What am I doing to my x? Since I'm going left 1, I'm subtracting 1 from my x. Then what am I doing to my y? Since I'm going up 1, I'm adding 1 to my y. So this is the description in words, component form, and coordinate notation. You should always check your coordinate notation with a point just to make sure it works. So like if I took point T, T has the coordinates 1, 2, 3, -1. If I use my rule, or if my rule is correct, I should get to the point T prime. So it says take your x and subtract 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. Take your y and add 1. -1 plus 1 is 0. So I'm going to check, is that where my T prime is? Yes, it's at 2, 0. So this is just a check. These 3 parts are the answers.